What's going on, YouTube? It's Mr. Crypto Vet coming at you with a very huge and important live update for the 8-minute trader. It's been officially announced that the launch is going to take place on, drumroll please, September 1st, 2022, which is just next week. It's coming up pretty quick. So you want to be sure that you are locked and loaded, ready to go. We had a call last night and it was just packed full of awesome information. We were able to go over some of the results from some of the folks in their study group. And one of the things that Sal mentioned was that he loved to get feedback and analysis, pretty much data that he can go over and see how that they can improve their system overall. It's awesome if you can do a sample and gather data from a group of 10, 20 people, but it's way more efficient and effective to gather data from a much larger group. And that was partially why they have been providing the 8-minute trader for free for a little over 2 months now. So if you've been able to take advantage of that, whether that's the scalper alerts, whether that's the 8-minute trader US 30 open call, then bravo on you. That's phenomenal. I'm going to share some of the results that they went over on last night's call. In case you missed it, it was also recorded. I am going to leave a link for that in either the comments or the description of this video below. So make sure you check that out. And also, I will leave instructions on how to get registered with the 8-minute trader while it's still free. That's going to be kind of irrelevant here soon. This is going to be your last week to really take advantage of the free stuff. But however, you can still take advantage of that. If you are a builder and you are going to be actively building this business out, you want to make sure you get registered officially with Youngevity as soon as possible after launch. It was mentioned last night that after about a week, you will drop out of the system that you had already pre-registered for. So once again, for those of you guys who did get registered or who are pre-registered with the 8-minute trader through Youngevity, they are not going to charge your card. That account is going to get dropped off completely from Youngevity's website after about a week, maybe 2 weeks after they officially launch on the 1st. So you want to be making sure that you stay on top of that if that's something that you're interested in doing. So with that said, I'm going to hop right into some of the statistics that they dropped from one or two of the traders last night on the call. And lastly, I'm going to get into some news of what's going to be happening for major events come November. So hang on to your seatbelts as I dive into these numbers. I'm with my glasses on for this because I can't see. All right. So the first bit of information that I wanted to go over, they mapped out a trader who took all of the alerts, and this was on US 30 on the 1-minute time frame. They're using a 0.5% risk to reward ratio on their trades. They took a total of 468 trades, and out of those 468 trades, 200 were winners, 200 were losers, and 68 of the trades were break-even trades. If you want to know specifics on how they broke down the math on that, definitely watch the recording of yesterday's live launch event and launch news, I should say. But even though it was 200 wins and 200 losses, the losses only accounted for a 0.5% risk, whereas the reward was a 1.5% reward. So over those 200 losers, he was negative 150% on the account. But when you take into the account the winners, it was plus 300% on the account. Not to mention the break-even losses of 68 that he had. So overall, this was over 2 months. It was a growth of 150% on the account. So that is phenomenal. This was on the US 31-minute chart. There was also a GBP USD 5-minute chart. This was over 5 months of testing the software. This was, let's see here, 281 trade alerts that this individual took. There was 88 wins, 64 losses, and 24 break evens. The win, let's see here, it was 150% growth on the account
over that specific period of time. And lastly, there was the same group, but instead of a 0.5% risk, they risked 1% on the account. And instead of only 88 wins, there was 98 wins. And instead of 64 losses, there was only 47 losses with 36 break-even trades. So you see, once they adjusted their risk on this specific pair of GBP USD, they were actually able to take more winners because they had more room to breathe with their drawdown. Now, please, please, please keep in mind, I don't know how I could forget this. These were all 100% manual trades, and trading has risk. I'm not a financial advisor. This is not financial advice. This is just strictly, I'm just sharing some educational information that I received. And so, take that with a grain of salt. Don't risk any funds that you're not willing to lose here with this opportunity. So those are the numbers that I have for that. There was a lot more information. I'm not going to go into all the specifics of the numbers because trading is very, very dynamic. What can happen for one person isn't necessarily the same, or what will happen for another person when they take the same trades. People will trade with different lot sizes. They have different account sizes. So 0.5% might be different for somebody else that's trading on a much larger account, and they might be able to handle or risk a lot more of their account versus someone who has like a $500 account, and they're gonna only risk 5% or 0.5%, I should say. They'll probably get stopped out a whole lot sooner if they're not trading on a mini chart. So that's just something to keep in mind. Just because somebody was able to achieve these results doesn't necessarily mean that you're going to receive the exact same result. Lastly, what I want to touch on is some of the events that were mentioned on the call last night. I kind of hinted to this when I came back from the California event that we had in Ontario a few weeks back, but it was announced publicly last night that there is going to be a huge event the first week of November. So make sure you mark your calendar and get ready to pack your bags because you have the opportunity to go to Miami, baby. Welcome to Miami. Bienvenidos a Miami. So it starts on the 4th of November. There's going to be a Havana Nights themed party, mixer, I should say. And then on the 5th of November, there's actually going to be a yacht party for the top producers of the company. So if you qualify for that, then you can be on a yacht with Sal and the rest of the team, and then just share your experiences, network, connect, and just have a good old time on the yacht. They've got it fully catered. DJ, drinks are going to be there. So, just be ready for all that. And then finally, on the 6th of November is going to be the actual 8 Minute Trader event that'll be open to pretty much anyone who wants to attend that. You want to bring prospects, bring guests, show them how your account has done over the past couple of months with the 8 Minute Trader. There's going to be so much opportunity here within the next couple of months. I truly am excited for this. And something that was mentioned when we launch, you're going to get access to the same exact US 30 open call, but you're going to get access sooner to the support and resistance line or the buy and the sell zone so you can mark your charts up. You're also going to get the actual MT4 interface on your computer, and that is going to include any future updates are going to come at no cost to you. So that is another really awesome benefit and something that is going to be of a benefit for the people who get started within the first 30 days of the 8 Minute Trader launching is you're going to have access to some special trading strategies that's not going to be released to anyone else until I want to say 60 days out from the launch of the US 30 open, or I should say the launch of the 8 Minute Trader. So you want to get in as soon as possible. As I get more information about how that registration process is going to happen, I will release it here on my channel. And I have a sneak peek at what could potentially be some more awesome projects here in the future that are coming along.
Who knows? I think that this is just my personal opinion. This is my channel. I could say what I want to. Um, I think that we are headed into some of the darkest times that this country has ever seen economically. I think that we're about to be in a great depression. And with that, I think people need to be prepared now more than ever before, and they need to have a plan. I don't think working your job or doing what you've done in the past is going to necessarily get you through these hard times. This is just my personal opinion. So if you want to have a backup plan, if you want to have a strategy, now is the time to start working on something to protect yourself for the future, to protect your family, to protect your investments, to protect your capital. Like there's so many things that you could do now to make sure that you can make it through these rocky times that I see happening in the near future. So didn't want to end the video on a doom and gloom note. I just want to say that I look forward to seeing everybody in Miami. I've been to Orlando. I haven't quite made it down to Miami yet. So this will be my first time headed to Miami, unless I get there before November. So looking forward to taking this trip and meeting some of the folks on my team, shaking hands, kissing babies, all that fun stuff. And just hearing the stories of how people's accounts have been doing since we have officially launched on the 1st of September. So until next time, I will see you guys on the next video. Take care.